Hello, I'm Rachel Julie Adams, and I'm here to help you align your life with your soul's purpose, with who you are truly here to be. So today, as I'm recording this, is January 1st, 2025. And this morning, a little earlier today, I did a completion process with a group of my clients. And it's such a beautiful process. I thought I'd record this for anyone who finds this video and finds it useful. So the first of the year or the completion of a year is not the only time to use this process. It's looking at a phase of life, which for a calendar year, that's really easy, but it could be part of a relationship. Maybe you're getting through the honeymoon phase and going into a bit more depth. It could be a job. You may feel a job or a part of your work is coming to completion. It could be that you finished a course or a program. So it's looking at what you've learned during a period of time or during a particular relationship or work, depending on what that is. You can actually use this process in many different ways. But for now, I'm going to talk about it in reference to the completion of a calendar year and what's coming up in the upcoming year. But please use this in any way that feels true for you. So I'll just tell you how this works so that you know what to expect, because it's going to be a bit of a meditative process. I will talk you through different questions and getting into the state of mind to really clear all judgments so you can answer that question by tapping into your heart, into your intuition. You can't do this when you're driving. You really need to be fully present and not focusing on anything else and to be safe. So get a pen and paper, pencil and paper. If you're more comfortable typing it into your computer, that's great. For me, I'm a horrible typist. I'm not very good at handwriting either, but a pen and paper just feels more flowy and natural. So choose the method that works for you to record what you get and what your intuition comes up with in this process. So there's really just 5 steps to it. I will guide you to look at the period of time, like 2024. You could even do it for a season or 6 months, at any period of time, to really see what you created. And we're doing this from the point of view that you are the creator of your life, of your reality. And it's really taking self-responsibility, which is such a powerful thing to do in all aspects of your life. So we'll look at what you created, and you're just being the observer, not getting into the emotion of it, just being aware of what you created. And then I will ask you to write down, what have you learned from that? And it could be what you've learned about yourself. It most likely is what you've learned about yourself and how you create and what you can create. And it could be that you created something you didn't want, or you created something you really did want, or you created awareness, deeper awareness of yourself. It could be anything, just allow it to flow. So what did you learn from what you created? Then we're going to look at what you're ready to release, what you're ready to just be done with, over with, and not focus on anymore. And I really love this part of it. It could be anything like releasing self-doubt, releasing ruminating on decisions you made in the past, releasing or being over worrying about what other people think. Whatever it is, just choose what comes to you when I ask that question. And then we're going to go into the final phase of this process, where we really align with your higher self, with your intuition, with your soul. And you choose what you would like to create next. So let's get started, get really comfortable. And this is a bit of a meditation. I just go with the flow. So just trust that this will work perfectly, and whatever you need to know flows into your awareness. It's part logical, mental analysis and part intuition. You don't really have to know what you're going to answer to all these questions until I ask it, and just see what comes into your awareness. That's the magic of it. So start with taking a really deep breath, just allowing the breath to come in, especially right now in this new year, allowing the breath of this newness to come into your body, into your lungs, just feeling that breath go deep into your lungs and following the path of the breath, just knowing these oxygen molecules get taken to the heart, and imagining that as this blood filled with this beautiful oxygen goes to the heart, it gets filled with love. The heart is this symbol of love, of divine love. And just imagine your heart is filled with divine love for this life, this experience of life. And then imagine that blood going out to your whole body, to every cell of your body, delivering that life force energy of oxygen and this powerful energy of pure love and gratitude for being present right now in this magnificent opportunity to have the experience of life. Several deep breaths, knowing that with every 3 breaths, you're taking in about 1 million molecules of oxygen. And how amazing that is. So being truly grateful for that right now. And coming into awareness of your body, of every cell of your body, and the magnificent intelligence of this physical body, of every cell. It knows exactly what its purpose is. It knows exactly what it's here to do. So just being in awe of that for a moment, appreciating that intelligence of your body. And also being aware of your emotional body and being the observer of emotions, just recognizing that emotions are wonderful signals. They're telling you what feels really great, what feels joyful, light, and expansive to you, and what feels heavy, limiting, what depletes your energy and what builds your energy. So recognizing the usefulness of emotions when you can be the observer of the emotions, and being really grateful for that too. And then recognizing also, being aware of the mental body, this amazing capacity we have to figure things out, this mind that holds memories, that transmutes inspiration into plans, formulates how to create what we truly would love to create, figures things out. And knowing that our minds, our brains get used to thinking in certain ways, that pathways are created. And sometimes those pathways are not always for our highest benefit. We have these limiting beliefs that are stories that we told ourselves in the past to get over a experience that may have been traumatic. You may not even remember what it is. Or maybe it's the stories that our families told about how you need to be in the world, or just something that happened to you that created a belief that limits you, a belief in maybe your capacity to do certain things, your worthiness to deserve certain things. Maybe it's that you have to work hard to have what you want, whatever that might be. Know that that is a mental structure that our brains get used to, and we can overcome them. When we choose to go in a different direction, we're able to overcome them, but maybe some of these will crop up in this process. So just being aware of that mental capacity that we have and choosing to see from the perspective of being the observer, any beliefs that crop up as you look over this period of time that is coming to a completion. And then expanding your awareness out to this greater part of who you are, the greater consciousness of who you are, to connect with that higher level of intelligence, your intuitive self, your soul self, the part of you that exists before you came into this world and will exist afterwards, the part of you that is connected to all that is, the grand part of you that is part of the whole magnificent cosmic universe, the part of you that is truly the most magnificent creator, that is a brave, courageous soul that came to life on earth for the experience, for the expansion of your consciousness. Just knowing you are always connected to this part of you, it is always here to guide you. So breathing in all of that awareness, choosing to be the observer right now of all that is, of this period of time or this experience that is coming to completion or is already complete. And just as the observer, looking at what you created and writing down what occurs to you when you think about what you created. If you're doing it for the year or a period of time, what did you create during that time? Just write down whatever comes to mind. It does not have to be in chronological order or any order at all. Just write down what comes into your awareness of what you created. Knowing we're always creating something. And what you created, if you're being purely objective, maybe something you wanted, and maybe you created something you didn't want that doesn't feel light and bright. Just be the observer and write it down from this outside, like 30,000 foot perspective. What did you create? By writing it down, you really own it. And if it's something that feels really good, you're proud of, and you love that you created it, fantastic, owning that. If it's something that doesn't feel so good, it's also incredibly valuable to own that, because when you own it and see yourself as the creator, you can choose differently. So take a few minutes to write down what you created. Pause the video if you need to and come back. And when you feel you've written down everything that occurs to you right now, look at what you created and write down what you have learned. What you learned about yourself, what you learned about what you can do, what you learned about your capacity to create. What did you learn from all of that you created? Just write that down, whatever comes to you, no judgments. Just write down in the easiest way what comes to you when you think of what you learned about what you created. You may want to pause this video for a few minutes while you just allow yourself to write anything that comes into you. Keep it light. Whatever comes to your mind, to your awareness. And if you can't think of anything, just stop writing. I learned, see what comes. What I learned about myself is, and see what flows. It can always be, I'm a magnificent creator. See what else? What else did you learn from what you created? What did you learn about yourself or others? And when you're complete with writing what you learned, just close your eyes for a moment. Come into your heart. Just come into truly knowing who you are, knowing that this life is an amazing experience. It's not all going to be rainbows and unicorns, that we're in it for all that it is. And coming into that true deep awareness of who you are and that you have choices in this life. Just come into awareness of what you're ready to release, what you're over with. What are you ready to release? What are you over? What are you just done with? And it might surprise you. Just allow whatever comes to flow onto the paper. What are you over? It could be worrying about what others think. It could be doing what other people think you should do while you're putting off what you truly want to do. It could be worrying about the past, worrying about decisions you made, ruminating on the past. You could decide to be over with that. What are you over? Take a few minutes if you need to. This section can be quite quick, because it can be really obvious. And if not, that's okay. Take a minute to think about it. Now, if you're complete with knowing what you're over, just come back into being fully present, letting go of all thoughts and feelings for a moment, letting go even of this process for a moment. Close your eyes and just imagine a huge golden ball, a golden sphere of energy above your head. This is your soul energy, your greatness. And just imagine that energy flowing into your head. Imagine your crown chakra being really open and that energy flowing in its warmth and its light and its full glory, flowing into your whole being, through your head, into your neck, your shoulders, this beautiful warm energy of your greatness, your soul, your purpose, who you're truly here to be. Just to see it as a golden energy flowing into you, down your arms, your torso, through your legs, down to your toes, and expanding out to an arm's width around you, this glorious golden energy of your greatness. Every single person has their own unique greatness. Just sit in yours. Let yourself absorb it. Let it flow through every cell, every atom of your being. Feel the energy of your greatness, your gifts, your talents, the way you see things uniquely, the way you may laugh at certain things, the beautiful smile you give to others, the particular intelligence you have to figure certain things out. Just feel the wholeness of your greatness without judgment, because it is perfection. Just being in that energy of who you uniquely are here to be. Feeling it as an energy. You don't have to dissect it or know all the ins and outs. Just feel the energy. And breathing it in. And now pick up your pen and write what you choose to create now in this next period of life, whatever it might be. It might be the next year, might be the next season, whatever it is. This next period of life, what do you choose to create now from the greatness, from this heart of yours, from who you came here to be, what you love, what lights you up? What would you love to create now? What would light you up to create? It may be as simple as more peace in your life, more quiet time. It may be a brand new business, a new relationship. There's no judgment. Whatever comes to you is absolutely perfect. You might be feeling a calling to do something that you haven't quite admitted to yourself yet. You haven't dared to let yourself just see the possibility. Write it down. If you choose to create it, if it feels true for you, write it down. So sit in this energy as long as you would like to. And when it feels complete, take a few deep breaths. Come back to your life. If you would like to put a comment in the comments here, I would love to hear anything that you would like to say to me, to ask, what you're choosing to create. If you write it down, it's declaring it to the world. Got so many ideas for videos to put on here. So when I have something that I think is really relatable to this video and to next steps, I'll put links in the description. So please check there. For now, thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon.